Hey, this is my analysis on Tesla going into this week. So I'm starting on the weekly chart, and as you can see, Tesla has just been on a rip. We have 5 straight green weeks, and then this week we got this pullback due to some analyst downgrades. But I am going to share kind of where I stand with Tesla and what I'm looking at. So I just turned on some of my lines and levels that I've previously drawn. The blue are gaps that Tesla made on the way up, and then green are support areas. The red are resistance. So let me change that. Okay, so the first thing I want to just make a note of is that Tesla's clearly still on an uptrend, even with this week's pullback, still holding this uptrend on the weekly. I really, really like that. Also, I just want to take a look at where we are. I like the 10 SMA to just kind of determine whether a stock is bullish, and this green one is the 10. We are clearly way above it, but we can see also how Tesla is kind of consolidating right here at the 100 SMA. It's just kind of riding it right here. So we hit resistance there a couple weeks ago, and then the last 2 weeks we've been able to hold the 100 SMA as support. I think that's noteworthy. And then what I also like, as just kind of getting a little bit closer, is that Tesla clearly held support here. So this was support from last week. And then this week on the pullback, came right back to that level and bounced there. So I really like that. But what we're also doing is holding last week's closing high as resistance. And so we're struggling a little bit at this 260, 262 level. And so I'm just kind of curious to see what Tesla does this coming week. I think Tesla is bullish still. As long as we are still holding this uptrend, still holding support right here at like 247, 248, I feel like Tesla is bullish. Now, of course, I don't know if we're just going to kind of consolidate here or bounce here, but considering how much it's ripped, like I feel like we can't be mad if it does do that a little bit. Now I just want to move over to the weekly chart. And on the weekly, definitely want to make note of this downtrend that we are in. So clearly in a downtrend. I wouldn't necessarily call it a bull flag just yet because I don't know. I just want to see how we continue to react to support here. But I feel like this level too as well, 250, 251, also an important level to watch. Here it was support. Here it was support. And then this week, or on this particular day, it was also support. So I'm going to keep an eye on 250, 251. And then also would just like to see if Tesla can get back above resistance here, this 260, 261 level, and break out of this downtrend. If it can do that, then we can head back up to 264, about 264.75, 264.60, and also back up here to this previous level of resistance at 270. Now I want to move to the 4-hour because I believe that was a level. Yeah, so I marked this as resistance here on the 4-hour just so that I would have another level kind of in between. I think that Tesla can head back up to 270, 271, and then up to 274, 275 if it can break out of this downtrend. I would also keep an eye on this level here, 264.50. That was an area of resistance as well. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, here, and here. So if we do get the push out of this downtrend, we need to hold 261, 262 as support and clear 264.50. I think if Tesla can show us that, oh, it's bullish. So that's what I'm watching this week on Tesla. Also just wanted to make you aware of the news that Tesla did get this past week that was definitely responsible for this pullback that we see on the 21st, which was, let me see, was that Thursday? No, that was Wednesday. Tesla got this downgrade from Barclays from overweight to equal weight, but then they raised the price target. Like, confusion much? So it's like, we don't believe in you, but we believe in you. So they raised the price target to 260. And then the next day, it's like a strategic attack, right? Very next day, Morgan Stanley analyst also downgrades exactly the same. From overweight to equal weight, and then also raises the price target from 200 to 250. Like, make it make sense. And then the day after that, Friday, Tesla got another couple of analyst ratings. Morgan Stanley, another analyst, reiterates their rating of equal weight and their price target to 250. And then DZ Bank changes the price target to 210, and from buy to sell. That was pretty strong. So Tesla got some pretty bearish analyst ratings, but I mean, I take that in, for sure, but I also don't underestimate the Tesla cult and the chart. I mean, so it got the pullback, but it held support. That's what I care about. It held support. So let's see what happens. If for whatever reason Tesla cannot hold support right here, I might scalp puts, but Tesla has just been so extraordinarily strong. So I would watch to see if Tesla can hold here at about 244.50. And if it does not hold there, then it can definitely move into this gap fill. So that's my analysis on Tesla this week. Let me know if it helps.